Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com. This is going to be your stock watch list, a little bit of market talk, and we'll throw in some news also for the 19th of June for Wednesday. So a good day for the bulls today. Good day for the bulls. Dow Jones up 353 points. The transport's up 122. Nasdaq was plus 109, and the S&P 500 plus 28 points on the day. As you can see, nice buying across the board here, even in the oils. Oils a nice bounce back today as things heat up with Iran. Trump okays approval to send over another 1,000 troops, and that got oil moving up this morning. Some of your bigger names, Apple jumping 2.33%. You see Microsoft was up over 1.75 today. Facebook taking a little bit of a pause after the run up the last few days on their crypto Libra. Google was up 1% on the day. Amazon up a little under 1% on the day. Even the banks got some buying today. Bank America up 2.5%. JP Morgan up over 1%. WFC, Citigroup climbing 2%. Your biotechs, Merck, the big techs were up. Merck, Pfizer, Lilly was jumping today. You see that some of the air came out of the utilities today. So overall, a good day for the bulls. Here's some of your top gainers for the day, courtesy of the Trade Exchange, MGI, GTX. HX, SPWR, they got an upgrade from Goldman Sachs this morning, and this thing was nonstop up for the day on SPWR. We had LONE up today. Let's see, USM, XON. Cool, which recently did a reverse split. Cool was up on the day. SNCR, DRRX. To the downside, you see RMTI, BHVN did an offering last night, so that one took a hit today. Let's see what else. PACB also down, one of your top stocks down for the day. We did get some call activity in some names. Unusual call activity. Z, Now, RDFN, Snap was a big mover today. SNAP, Tilray, UNP, Tesla, PRTY, Cars, HLF, all to the unusual call activity. Once again, courtesy of the Trade Exchange. Let's go ahead and look at the calendar for tomorrow. Once again, a reminder for tomorrow, we do get the FOMC decision on Wednesday, the 19th. That comes out at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then you get that presser with Jerome Powell where he takes questions, and that starts at 2:30. So big day tomorrow for the markets around that time. I would be in front of my computer watching my long positions for sure. Also now for earnings, we had Adobe after the bell tonight, Lazy Boy, J-Bill. We'll take a look at those in a moment. Oracle comes out after the bell. American Outdoor used to be the old Smith and Wesson steel case tomorrow after the close. Kroger's, and then leading us into CarMax on Friday for some of your earnings for the rest of the week. We'll just look at the SPY for tonight. We broke out of this flag, this consolidation here, flag base. We popped out of that for today. Nice move up. As you can see, we're not too far from the highs back here. Let me go to my other chart with lines. So you see how close we are to the recent highs. The recent highs on the SPY were at 294.95, so we'll call it 295. So we're just a little bit away from that. So we'll see what's going to happen with the FOMC meeting tomorrow. Now, China and the U.S. are talking again. That's kind of what got this whole thing going on the SPY. Sorry for all those lines. Trump tweeted out today that there was a call. He and Xi from China were talking. So it looks like the U.S. and China are talking again, and that got the market moving up. Both will be at the G20 meeting next week on the 28th and the 29th. So the G20 meeting takes place next week. So that also got the market moving up today on the hopium of that they'll make a deal between the U.S. and China as far as the trade talks, or at least that they're talking again. So let's go ahead and look at some sectors real fast. Oil, nice bounce bounce back in oil, up 4% on the day. The SMH climbing 4% on the day on that China news. So the semis made a nice comeback. Here's the oil itself, light sweet crude oil. We've been saying that it was holding that $50 area. Nice pop up today. Still a lot of work to do. Still under the $55 area on light sweet crude oil. TAN with those moves in SPWR, VSLR was moving up. First Solar was moving up. So TAN climbing almost 4% on the day. As you can imagine, there were some of the China names were popping today. And then let's go and see what was down. Nat Gas down again, making new lows here on UNG, down 2% on the day. The VIX now back to a 15 handle. So complacency still there in the markets. No fear right now. And we do get that Fed speak tomorrow, so we'll see what's going to happen with that. That's pretty much it. Some of the other sectors that were up today, the XME, the metals and mining, up 3%. The XOP jumping 3%. XLI up 2%. XBI also moving up. That's your biotech stock. So a couple of good days in a row here for the XBI. We'll look at the IBB. That now is coming up to the 200 SMA and the 100 SMA here, coming up off the bottom on the IBB. So that was some of your gainers for today. Some of your news that came out after the bell, quite a few offerings after the bell tonight. We had KURA, that stock moving down, doing an offering after the bell. Let's see, we also had earnings come out after the bell tonight. Adobe was, last time I looked, was doing well. They beat by 5 cents, beat on revenue. JBL, let's see, they beat by a penny, revenue beat. That one ticking up a little bit tonight after the bell. Let's see, Adobe guiding earnings per share lower than expected. Doesn't seem to be hurting the stock too much in the after hours on that one, so they're doing okay. GNCA also doing an offering after the bell that came out. GNCA dropping in the after hours tonight. Let's see. We got ZYME files for something for an offering here on ZYME. That stock moving down in the after hours. Let's see. U.S. Trump. U.S. is well configured with regard to Iran. All right, so some comments coming out there from President Trump. Let's see. I just asked President Trump if he still wants to demote Jay Powell. He's the Fed chair at the Fed. He said, let's see what he does. Says he wants to level the playing field from the Fed. All right, so that a tweet from President Trump there. We had Lazy Boy come out with earnings per share miss by 1 cent, revenue miss on LZB. That stock moving down in the after hours. We got an offering here on SESN. That stock selling off hard in the after hours. Another offering there. Let's see. Trump says China wants to make a deal, has good relations with Xi. President Trump, U.S.-China negotiating team starting talks tomorrow. So that coming out after the bell tonight. Once again, this news courtesy of the Trade Exchange. Tesla's biggest bear, Jim Chanos, becomes biggest hypocrite as he hedges on Tesla. That coming from Electric. I guess that's a magazine or a news organization. Anyway, so some news out there on Tesla. Sounds like Chanos maybe throwing in the towel. But anyway, not much reaction in Tesla in the after hours. We did get the API numbers come out. Let's see if that's affecting oil. It was a drawdown of 800,000 barrels there. Let's check USO. Not really affecting USO too much after the bell tonight. X lowers guidance US Steel. So letter X. That's it. When it first came out, the stock dropped. The dip buyers showed right back up here on letter X. Actually had a good day today. Was moving up. Some of the steel names were moving up today. So closed at 1458 in after hours, trading around that 1480, 1485 spot for U.S. Steel. Let's see what other news came out after the bell. Let's see, we got an offering here on YY coming out with an offering. That stock moving down in the after hours. Some of your top insider purchases after the bell. We had PSEC, JILL, CHAP, NBR, which is an oil name, PRTS. Also had a director purchase 98,000 shares at $1.19 on that one. Born looks like they're going to get suspended trading on that name, BORN. And then after the bell tonight, we got some news in MYOS. So that stock popping a little bit, closed at $1.30, got as high as around $1.95, pulling back a little bit now. But some news here on MYOS. You can pause the video, read that for yourself. All right, and that's some of the news after hours, courtesy of the Trade Exchange, thetradeexchange.com. So we'll have a little bit of a watch list for tonight. We'll start out with Ali Financial. It's in this basing pattern. It's a bank basing under that $30 area, holding above 29, real tight here. So if it can get up over this $30, 30 and 10 area for ALLY, keep your eye on that one. Billy, some of the China names were popping up today. HUYA was moving up today. IQ was getting a little bit of buying today. So BILI, keep that one on your radar if they want to move this stock up. Coming up to the 200 SMA here, that's around that 1550 area for Billy. Maybe they get a continuation move. BIOC was popping at the open today, then it kind of just faded off. But maybe tomorrow, it's holding above the fast-moving averages here, holding above the 50 SMA. I think it needs to get up over $1.25, $1.20 in that area to get interesting. 6.6 million shares came in on this name, so keep it on watch for tomorrow. Chewy. We got trades in this. Actually, my members got trades in this because it just doesn't want to move when I'm in it. So I give the numbers and the members trade. It just does not like me, and I step aside and moved up nicely for them on CHWY today. So I'm glad to do that. So they make some money in it. I don't know. Every time I get in it, I tried it a couple of times here over 36. It would pop. It would pull back on me. So then I said, you know what? If it gets up over 36.20, 36 and a quarter, maybe it goes. And some of them caught it, Chewy today. So it'll be on watch for tomorrow, showing some strength. I doubt I'll trade it. Just does not like me. CIFS, a China name, was popping up, perking up for today. Has that $2 number up ahead. 2.4 million shares came into the name today. So if these China names start moving, this one might make a move. CNAT, let's see, trying to come up off the bottom. If you like to do some bottom fishing here, it's trying to get up over $1, 1.5 million shares, beaten down name, biotech name. It's been basing for a couple of months here or so. Popped up today, getting up over the 50 SMA. Keep it on watch. Maybe you get a move out of it. Coda, this one had earnings, a big pop in this one. It's been basing under $15, maybe $15.15 is enough to get this Coda going. Would like to see a little more volume come into this name, so maybe if it can get up over the highs here, the high was $14.98, so maybe if it can get up over 15 and change, you might get a continuation move. Lyft might be interesting if they can take out 64.60. All right, has that kind of turn coming up here. Volume 4.7 million shares. Looks better than Uber, but Uber keeps trying to get up over this $45 area on Uber. Definitely a seller up there, supply up there right now. But if they can clear 45 and a quarter on Uber, keep your eye on it. Maybe it makes a move for you. Let's see, what other stocks am I watching? We got a trade in MGI today. Not a super huge trade, but made some money on it, MGI. So we'll see if this one gets any kind of continuation move for tomorrow on MGI. They had had a deal, $30 million deal. MOMO, this one, China name, trying to come up off the bottom here, trying to get up over actually getting over the 50 SMA. Still has the 200 SMA up ahead, but if the China names start moving up, might want to keep Momo on watch. MYOS with that news after hours. Not sure if this is going to do anything tomorrow. It was perking up a little bit, so we'll see on that one. Not a favorite, but news after the bell. NBR had that insider purchase that I told you about, holding this $2 area. Maybe the bottom is in for oil, maybe. Beaten down oil stock, might want to keep this one on watch. 19 million shares came into it, has the 250 area up ahead. Keep it on watch. NBY. Actually holding up okay, right? You had this big pop up to $4, holding above the 10 moving average, a rising 10 moving average here. We have that $2 number up ahead, maybe over 205 for NBY. Keep it on your watch. And Nike, if things are going to go better with China and the US, maybe Nike starts moving back up. The high on Nike today was 84.65, so keep an eye on that one. If you can get up over that 85 area for Nike. The OIH, we spoke about this one in a few videos now, right? That $13 area. So if you bought a little smidge of it, maybe it starts turning up, trying to get back above the 20 SMA here on OIH. We talked about 13 being a support area. Went over it in the video also last night. So names like Schlumberger, Rig had a nice move up. Might want to watch a Rig for tomorrow. Halliburton trying to turn the corner here. Schlumberger trying to turn the corner. So you can play these names individually, or you can take a look at the OIH. Once again, you can play up against this 13 number on the OIH. SPHS. Not a lot of volume in this thing today, but I see it had a strong close. Not in love with this. It's a biotech name, so it's ticking up a little bit in the after hours. So not a favorite, but I'll throw it out there. VBIV had an insider purchase come in. I think the CEO at 62 cents did an insider purchase. So this one got crushed. So I think it's worth keeping on watch. Maybe they start to reverse this one back up. VNTR, let's take a look on this one. Trying to turn the corner here, still below the 50 SMA. So VNTR, you might want to watch this one for tomorrow as it's trying to turn on that name. YUMC, this is Yum China. So once again, if the trade talks and everything's going to go better between the U.S. and China, maybe this Yum C gets going, has the 50 SMA up in the way here. That's at 42.84, so we'll call it 43 bucks on this name. So keep an eye on that. 2.3 million shares trying to turn back up. Lastly, ZYNE, right? Still watching this one if it wants to take out that 1405 area, break that 14. It's basing a few days here. It's been having pushes up to 14, then gets rejected. This looks like a solid candle here. So if they can push it up over 1405 or so, maybe ZYNE starts to get going. Let me just check Ameren before I get off. We actually did a trade in this today. So Ameren looking a little bit better also. Has that $20 area up ahead. We traded this as it came up over 19.25 today. Got a small trade out of it. So keep an eye on it. If it ever breaks that $20 area, maybe 19.95 is enough to get Ameren going. 6 million shares in the name. It was a slow grinder today for sure on Ameren. All right, so this is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com. And whoops, hold on. Tesla VP Felicia Mayo leaves companies, coming from CNBC. So Tesla's VP TSLA, just saw this news coming out. So far, no reaction at the moment. Tesla's VP Felicia Mayo leaves company. That coming from CNBC. All right, so this is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com. Please hit that like button down below, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new to my channel. Hit that subscribe button so help us to grow. And everybody have a good day trading tomorrow. Remember, 2 o'clock, the FOMC releases its decision. 2:30, you got the Jerome Powell taking questions. Everybody have a good day and a safe day trading tomorrow. This is Mike from ZozoStockwatch.com.